Good morning. This is your morning moment, your bliss bite. This week is about compassion. We're talking about it, and I'm giving you and myself reminders and exercises about how you can live with compassion, invite compassion, and really change the frequency of your life so that you have compassion all around you. And the value of compassion is something that is universal. It is wide, it's deep, and it is probably the most powerful gift you can give yourself and that you can give others. So when you start exercising compassion, especially towards yourself, it allows the mind to become a little bit more quiet. And when the mind becomes quiet, you start exercising not just self-control, but you start exercising empowerment of self. You start engaging with the world differently, and therefore the world that you're engaging with, reacting with, dancing with, playing with, working with, loving with becomes something that you end up having a more intimate relationship with. And when you start exercising intimacy with self and of self, that expands itself into intimacy with others, and it's incredibly powerful. And what we want to do with compassion is exercise it first with ourselves and watch what happens. Here's a little exercise, a letting go meditation. It's one of my favorites. I created it for myself and for all of us who really want to positively and powerfully choose what to bring in and accept and what we want to let go of. So let's try it right now. Close your eyes gently, and with your inhale, I choose to accept what serves me, and with my exhale, I let go of what I no longer need. And a lot of us have been brought up with this, it's all about me mentality, getting for me, grabbing for me, holding on for me, making sure that I have enough. And in the world that we're in today, and I think the world has always been this way, maybe we're just getting more work to it, the world is bigger, the world is expansive, and the world is asking us to please look at our climate, to look at the ecology, the inner ecology, the outer ecology, how we connect, how we use products, how we use services, what are we creating. And ultimately, this time of compassion is about grace and inviting grace and asking yourself, maybe even stepping away from asking myself, what's in it for me? How do I get more for me? And start thinking about, what's this service that I'm creating, or this product that I'm creating? What's its impact? How does it serve humanity? Can I make it better? Can I go deeper? Can I be braver? Can I be more compassionate? What can I do with what I'm bringing forth that really can elevate consciousness, that can really support consciousness? We dream about it all the time in the work we're doing in recovery, in the work we're doing with the sleep meditations, with every meditation I create, and every offering that we bring forth. In my prayers, in my own meditation, I'm always asking, how can this be more powerful? How can this be something that really shifts my consciousness and the consciousness of others? Often, many of us think that kindness, or we get confused around what is kindness because we put a value on it. We think that if I do this, I should get that. Or we often mistake this idea of being a sap, or just giving in to somebody, or people pleasing continuously. That is not really kindness. That can be stemmed from compassion, and that can have beautiful washes of compassion, but real kindness is authentic, true kindness, where you don't really think about what you're getting or what you're giving, or you're not trying to negotiate what you give and what you receive, but really from your heart, you just give. You give without asking what's in it for me. You give because you really want to serve somebody. You want to elevate someone around you or a circumstance. That can be as simple as someone that you work with. It can be someone that you play with. It can be a lover. It can be a friend. It can be somebody that you don't know at all. Just this idea of giving from your heart, giving cleanly and with a pure intention. That's what kindness is, to actually just give of yourself and not expect, let's say, something in return. It's not something that you can just switch on and off. It's something that you can choose to live with as a permanent part of you. It is about having grace. It's about kindness. Those are the sort of exercises, you could say, that you can employ so that you can exorcise it. To me, it's very simple. It's about letting go, relaxing your own judgments. So what if we actually start shifting away ourselves from when someone's talking to us, or we're in a meeting, or we're in a relationship with someone? Shut down that noise inside that goes, is that good or bad? Is that right or wrong? Is that a yes or no? Does that feel like I want to be a part of it or not? All that judgment, that inner chatter starts shifting when you exercise compassion. Because with compassion, you start listening with an open heart, with an open mind. A different level of intelligence starts to become activated within your own being, and you start just welcoming what the other person has to say without judging it. So you're inviting grace, you're inviting compassion, and you're listening with a different level of kindness and authenticity. So just try it. Just turn down the noise inside and open your heart. There is everyday compassion that we can all do, as simply as this. Be present. Be present with me. Be present with yourself, whether that's when you're doing your makeup, or when you're shaving, or whether that's with your lover or your partner, or with the person that you work with. Be present. Notice the other person's body language, if there's a level of uncomfortableness or a level of comfort. Notice if they're speaking open-heartedly, or if they're fidgeting and they're anxious. And breathe and start doing the smallest things, like just shifting your angle towards that person so that your heart's aligned, or shifting your body so that you're in alignment with them and you're turning towards them, as opposed to maybe blocking and looking over the side. Be open, be aware, use your body and check in with the other person, and just the presence that you give by shifting your consciousness towards opening your heart, by having a more frank conversation, starts allowing that person to think that they're safe with you, that they can open their heart, that they can be a little bit more truthful with you. And that works. I've seen it have amazing results in my personal life, in my business life, in all aspects of my life. So I know how it works. Everyday compassion about how I can help somebody feel like they're living a different, more high frequency life, and that they're being heard, that they're being respected, and they're being acknowledged.